Come along and bring along all your hopes and dreams so you can find what you're looking for. And you know why? 'Cause I don't know jack squat about anime. But I'm gonna learn with all of my friends. Will you be here when my quest ends? We last left off with Monkey D. Luffy, Zoro with one R, and Nami. They had just acquired a small ship from Captain Buggy, the clown pirate. They had the sail with the skull and crossbones, but had a red nose. And this episode starts out with this guy running through a town that he lives in, screaming about how there's pirates coming. And when he freaks everybody out, he goes, just joking. Like the boy that cried wolf. He's one of those who, gets a kick out of making, playing practical jokes on people, getting them all mad. And he actually wants them to chase him. He's like, wait for it. And he starts running away. He sees the pirate ship with Monkey D. Luffy and his crew coming. He's like, oh no, they're not going to believe me because I lied about it before, but there actually are pirates coming. When they interact with Monkey D. Luffy and the crew, we find out that Usopp and Monkey D. Luffy have some history. When Monkey D. Luffy was with Captain Shanks, who got him his hat, Shanks had Usopp's father on the crew. So they all know Shanks. Everybody knows Shanks in this universe. And this Usopp guy, they say he's a teenager, but he hangs out with a bunch of kids that look younger than him, that want to be pirates. You know how, on Happy Days, Fonzie hung out with, high school kids, and he's supposed to be, older, and, that wasn't considered weird back then? Kind of like that. Usopp, we after seeing how mischievous he is, and, he likes to get people going and whatnot, we see a tender side of him, because there's this rich girl who's sick and depressed. She's super rich. She's in this mansion. But he likes to go to her and tell her these crazy stories about things that didn't actually happen to him. But he goes there just to cheer her up. Now, he loves lying. He's the big, but he tries to use that for good by cheering up this sick girl. He goes up into the tree next to her window and tells her these crazy stories. Usopp tells her this story about he fought a giant goldfish, and he didn't even realize that he was walking in the goldfish's poop because it's as big as an island. He tells her stories like that to make her laugh. And, it's unclear whether, she is just, she knows it's fiction and she's just entertained by it, or he's actually lying. But, he makes her laugh, tries to brighten her day. Good intentions anyway. When he's doing that, the rest of the crew, and including the little kids he hangs out with, they all find him at the end of the episode. But because this his family is rich, they're intruding on her mansion grounds, So the episode ends with this guy who's taking care of the girl saying, hey, you shouldn't be here. Oh, I forgot to mention, at the end of episode 9, you see this guy who looks like Steven Tyler with John Lennon glasses, and he has a brimmed hat. And then the next time, when you see him in episode 10, he's walking backwards, like he's moonwalking like Michael Jackson. So he's like a Steven Tyler, John Lennon, Michael Jackson character, and his name is Django the Hypnotist. And he hypnotizes children. Episode 10 picks up where the last one left off, where this butler is trying to kick Luffy and Usopp off of the property because they're trespassing. The butler insults Usopp's father, calls him this worthless pirate, and they get into a little altercation. Usopp came to cheer up Kaya, the sick girl, and now she's very upset that her butler and Usopp are fighting. Comes across like the butler he disagrees with Kaya that Usopp's a nice guy, but he's just trying to protect her. Usopp and Monkey D. Luffy are talking, and they see the butler talking to Django the Hypnotist, and they overhear this plan Apparently, Django the Hypnotist has an army of pirates. They're going to storm the town and they're going to make sure that this girl is killed. At one point, Django asks the butler, well, why do you want to kill this girl? You're not related to her. Like, well, you're not going to get her fortune. But the reason he hired Django the Hypnotist to do this, he wants him to hypnotize the girl and make her write out a will saying, I leave all my earthly possessions to my butler. So the butler is part of this, and this is overheard by Usopp and Monkey D. Luffy. Episode ends with Usopp being very upset because, he's the boy that cried wolf character. And if he tells anybody about this scheme, nobody's going to believe him because he kind of dug a hole for himself by doing all that lying before. And so he can't tell anybody, or if he does, it probably won't do any good because he's known for lying. And the episode ends with him running back to the village, trying to find somebody who could help him save Kaya. And Monkey D. Luffy is unconscious because he was hypnotized. So that's how the episode ends. Oh, and one thing that's funny about Django the Hypnotist, too, is that whenever he tries to hypnotize somebody, he falls asleep himself. Like, he'll knock out his intended target, like Monkey D. Luffy, but he gets knocked out, he gets unconscious and goes to sleep himself. He can't control it or something. Didn't Michael Jackson die like having something to do with sleep, like sleep drugs or something like that? Anyway, thank you for watching this review. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. And any thoughts you have about this show, this episode. And as always, this video is sponsored by Turtle Rocket Books, top shelf quirky sci-fi in a literary sci-fi multiverse. Want to see some weird stuff?